Hello little cubs, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to Storytime with Mama Bear and more Aesop's Fables. With me today, I have the very charming and the very witty MasterMissyASMR. I'm going to link this wonderful gentleman's channel in the description below so you can check out his ASMR and roleplays. They're an absolute joy to watch. If you enjoyed this collaboration, please give this video a like and share with your family and friends. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more story time with Mama Bear. I hope you all enjoy and sweet dreams. The Boy and the Nettle. A boy, stung by a nettle, ran home crying to get his mother to blow on the hurt and kiss it. "Son," said the boy's mother, when she had comforted him, "the next time you come near a nettle, grasp it firmly, and it will be as soft as silk. Whatever you do, do with all your might."
The ass in the lion's skin. An ass found a lion's skin left in the forest by a hunter. He dressed himself in it and amused himself by hiding in a thicket and rushing out suddenly at the animals who passed that way. All took to their heels the moment they saw him. The ass was so pleased to see the animals running away from him, just as if he were King Lion himself, that he could not keep from expressing his delight by a loud, harsh bray. A fox who ran with the rest stopped short as soon as he heard the voice. Approaching the ass, he said with a laugh, "If you had kept your mouth shut, you might have frightened me too, but you gave yourself away with that silly bray." And the moral of the story is, a fool may deceive by his dress and appearance, but his words will soon show what he really is.
The Eagle and the Kite. An eagle sat high in the branches of a great oak. She seemed very sad and drooping for an eagle. A kite saw her. "Why do you look so woe-begone?" asked the kite. "I want to get married," replied the eagle, "and I can't find a mate who can provide for me as I should like." "Take me," said the kite. "I am very strong, stronger even than you." "Do you really think you can provide for me?" asked the eagle eagerly. "Why, of course," replied the kite. "That would be a very simple matter. I am so strong I can carry away an ostrich in my talons as if it were a feather." The eagle accepted the kite immediately. But after the wedding, when the kite flew away to find something to eat for his bride, all he had when he returned was a tiny mouse. "Is that the ostrich you talked about?" said the eagle in disgust. "To win you, I would have said and promised anything," replied the kite. Everything is fair in love.
The Fox and the Pheasants. One moonlit evening, as Master Fox was taking his usual stroll in the woods, he saw a number of pheasants perched quite out of his reach on a limb of a tall old tree. The sly fox soon found a bright patch of moonlight where the pheasants could see him clearly. There he raised himself up on his hind legs and began a wild dance. First he whirled round and round like a top, then he hopped up and down, cutting all sorts of strange capers. The pheasants stared giddily. They hardly dared blink for fear of losing him out of their sight a single instant. Now the fox made as if to climb a tree. Now he fell over and lay still, playing dead, and the next instant he was hopping on all fours, his back in the air and his bushy tail shaking so that it seemed to throw off silver sparks in the moonlight. By this time the poor birds' heads were in a whirl, and when the fox began his performance all over again, so dazed did they become that they lost their hold on the limb and fell down one by one to the fox. And the moral of the story is, too much attention to danger may cause us to fall victims to it.
The Mule. A mule had had a long rest and much good feeding. He was feeling very vigorous indeed, and pranced about loftily, holding his head high. "My father certainly was a full-blooded racer," he said. "I can feel that distinctly." Next day he was put into harness again, and that evening he was very downhearted indeed. "I was mistaken," he said. "My father was an ass after all." Be sure of your pedigree before you boast of it.
The Miller, his Son, and the Ass. One day, a long time ago, an old miller and his son were on their way to market with an ass, which they hoped to sell. They drove him very slowly, for they thought they would have a better chance to sell him if they kept him in good condition. As they walked along the highway, some travellers laughed loudly at them. "What foolishness," cried one, "to walk when they might as well ride. The most stupid of the three is not the one you would expect it to be." The miller did not like to be laughed at, so he told his son to climb up and ride. They had gone a little farther along the road when three merchants passed by. "Oh ho, what have we here?" they cried. "Respect old age, young man. Get down and let the old man ride." Though the miller was not tired, he made the boy get down and climbed up himself to ride, just to please the merchants. At the next turnstile they overtook some women carrying market baskets loaded with vegetables and other things to sell. "Look at the old fool," exclaimed one of them, "perched on the ass while that poor boy has to walk." The miller felt a bit vexed, but to be agreeable he told the boy to climb up beside him. They had no sooner started out again than a loud shout went up from another company of people on the road. "What a crime," cried one, "to load up a poor dumb beast like that. They look more able to carry the poor creature than he to carry them." "They must be on their way to sell the poor thing's hide," said another. The miller and his son quickly scrambled down, and a short time later the marketplace was thrown into an uproar as the two came along carrying the donkey slung from a pole. A great crowd of people ran out to get a closer look at the strange sight. The ass did not dislike being carried, but so many people came up to point at him and laugh and shout that he began to kick and bray, and then, just as they were crossing a bridge, the ropes that held him gave way, and down he tumbled into the river. The poor miller now set out sadly for home. By trying to please everybody, he had pleased nobody and lost his ass besides. And the moral of the story is, if you try to please all, you please none.